Ice cube. Would you like an ice cube, my friend? You love your ice cubes. Hi, everyone. Welcome to Tasty Tuesday. How is everyone doing?
And let's start off with audio check.
Oh, yeah, right. Let's,
check.
yeah, do that.
Before we get too far, I think it should be good. We learned from last Tasty Tuesday.
Did we?
A month ago.
I don't even remember that. That was too long ago. Jeff got me a lemon, but I'm going to try my freeze-dried lemons. So anyway, I don't know what oh, you didn't get cherry juice though, but that's okay.
I didn't hear that.
Okay, no problem.
I can do that. I'll take this back.
All right. So a little bit of rye. I don't know what I'm making. Just rye, whatever that is. Bourbon. That's bourbon, right? Yeah. Bourbon. Bourbon and ginger ale.
Do you want any bitters or anything?
Nah, we don't have to mess with that. Okay, so hi Larry, hi Nancy. We did have a great vacation. Thank you for asking. Hi John. Hi Barbara. I don't think cherry juice ever goes bad, but I just thought I would check. Hi George. How are you? We've got our George here today too. Hi Barbara. How are you? And Craig, how are you? And Barbara Nevins. Hi, Leanne. All right. Did I see any? Oh, there's Lisa from Facebook. Good. Hi, Claudia. Hi, Tony. How are you guys? Hi, Manon. Hi, Peg. Hi, Faith. Hi, Kelly. Oh, hi, Kelly. Wow. Cheers to you. So, Kelly and her husband are the couple that I was talking about on the Q&A that we met when we were in the Bahamas. And I'll have Jeff tell the story about the shark. Whoops. Well, there you go. I was not there. I was not there. Thank goodness. Go ahead.
Go ahead. What?
Tell Kelly's story about
I will read Kelly's story from her message.
Okay. No profanity, right? Okay.
No profanity. Let me load it. You can still talk.
Okay, he's going to load it up. Hi, Barbara. Hi, Cat. Is it Catwoman? Hi, Catwoman. How are you? Hi, Maria. George the dog. Yep, when I yell at George. Although, well, George is tired tonight. So George and Gus had a little escapade today. Hi, Kathy. And Jeff was out cutting the grass. I'm assuming you were out cutting the grass. And the dogs have been staying, real close, and they're good. And gosh, they haven't wandered off in probably over 2 years now. Well, they did today. And so anyway, Jeff was, I think, a little panicky. It was a long time, like 30 minutes. And so apparently they went into the creek. They went through the woods. They had a nice little run. And they came back soaking wet. George had some scrapes on his paws and stuff from branches. So they both had baths and they're both exhausted. So anyway, hi, Raven. How are you? Hi, Jen.
Hi, Gord. I was there with Kelly.
What did he say? Oh, it's a bird. It's a plane. Nope, it's a Ninja Combi. Yeah, right. Hi, Juliet. How are you? I think I did miss somebody up there, Jeff. If you could just scroll up. I think I missed somebody. Maria, hi. How are you? And Barbara, Evelyn, and Kathy, and Joanne. Oh, I think I'm missing a lot. Okay. And Faith. I don't know if I said hi. I can't remember. And Charlie, how are you? Okay. I think we're good now. So actually, it doesn't matter to me what I cook with. So I thought, Jeff put this up here. And I said, well, I don't even know if I'm going to cook with that tonight. He's like, well, what do you want to cook with? And I said, I don't really know. Let's let everyone else decide. So decide between the Ninja Combi and the Ninja Foodie, because I have both of those pretty handy right now. So Ninja Combi or Ninja Foodie, write it in the comments. That's what I'm going to cook with tonight. Hi, Melba, and hi, Jen, and Juliet, and Jeff is going to tell the shark story.
Okay, I'll do the truncated shark story. If we have some time later on during the cook, I can read the whole thing. But, Kelly and I went fishing in Casarina in the Bahamas together. I didn't catch anything. I don't think she caught anything that day, or
maybe later after.
Maybe later.
Yeah.
But then I guess it was today. she went fishing and accidentally caught a shark. And she wrote a pretty long dissertation about it, so I'll read that later. But pretty scary.
So, okay, yeah. So I said promptly, we're not going next year. Sharks in shallow water, and she was fishing offshore, meaning on the beach. Well, she goes into the water because literally the water comes up to your knees, right? Depending on the tide, knees to shoulder, right? You can go out real far, which is part of the beauty of it. There's stingrays in that water though, and so that got me. That was something I didn't really want to deal with. Now there's sharks. I don't think so. That's not this girl. This girl is, we're finding lakes.
No, we can go back there. You just don't.
Well, we found some lakes in Australia though.
Yeah.
But it's too expensive to go there every year. But we found some lakes. They're called champagne pools, right?
Yeah, on the island of Gari.
And there's more too. There's other ones. But anyway, so they're these, I would assume, would they be nature made or man-made? They're all
nature made, but there's microorganisms and things that are on the bottom that prevent the water from seeping out.
Okay.
So they're fresh water.
And nothing lives in there.
Perched, meaning that they sit
above.
Above. So it's a big mound of sand, and then it's got a perched lake above.
And then when the waves are coming in, some of them the waves will topple over, the rocks and stuff, which is fine. But there's no fish. There's no stingrays. There's no sharks. There's nothing in there that'll bite you. I love it. I love it. It's so pure. The water's so pure. It cannot, it can't support marine life.
Right. It can't support marine life.
I don't even think there's like plants in there.
The sand that's around this island and around the lakes is pure silica. So it's like the sand we have here, except white.
Oh, perfect. Oh, Kelly says it sounds dull. No, we'll be there to see you guys next year. Okay, freeze-dried lemon slice going in. It's going to float till it starts to absorb. All right, we're going to see what that's all about. Hi, Bonnie. How are you? But do snakes go in the water? In the champagne pools? I don't think so.
Probably not in those pools.
There's nothing to eat, so why would they?
They
go in the creek.
Pythons go in the creek, but the pythons won't go after you because you're bigger than them. They got plenty of food there.
Huh?
Pythons.
But the what?
Python. They're constrictors.
The pythons.
I think they're called.
I don't know if there's a python big enough to constrict me. I don't know if there is. No, I don't. I think. Oh, you can't run. Can you run faster than them? This is my rule of thumb, guys. So I'm not really too afraid of most things in the wild if I can run faster than it or step on it without, of course, being poisoned and killed like some of the spiders in Australia. I understand you don't even step on those, but unless you have big boots. But anyway, yeah. So if I can run faster than it or step on it. So bees are a no-go for me. You can't outrun them.
What about dingoes? There's dingoes all over that Gari Island. They say carry a stick around.
Oh my God! How am I going to beat a dog?
You don't beat it. You scare it with it. If it comes after you, but they're
gonna beat a dog.
You don't beat it.
I think you just don't have any food. They don't want to eat you. They want to eat your food.
Well, we're gonna be there
and take your babies, according to.
We're gonna be there during mating season. So
anyway. Oh my God. Anyway, George. What? Oh, what?
What's your drink?
Okay. It is bourbon, ginger ale, a little bit of cherry juice, and then a freeze-dried lemon. We better get to it because, see, I could just sit here and chit-chat and catch up with Kelly. Oh, wait a minute. What happened? Did anyone make any comments about what I'm cooking with? I see Lisa said use the foodie.
It was a lot of foodie, a lot of combi, so your choice, I guess.
Oh. The cherry juice, Mannin, is what makes it pink. Spiders and snakes are not better than sharks. Kelly They're all bad. They're all good. They're all good as long as Louise isn't there. It's fine. They're all fine. But anyway, Kelly just like let the shark just kind of, oh, I think I'll just let the shark go by. What? Let the shark go by? I would have been hauling, you know what, as fast as I could go. Probably would have chased me and bit me then, right? Okay.
All right. Do you want to get the ingredients and then decide which will be the best way to cook?
Let's see. No, I'm going to go with the combi. Joanne says combi. She's the last comment I see. It's sitting here. If it's something that really needs to be pressure cooked, I'll bring that one over. Okay. Because sorry, I was talking and I wasn't watching the comments, so I don't really know what won, if anything won. Okay. Oh, are we going to do okay, eyes closed.
Yep.
Let's see.
Start with the most difficult one. Most difficult to guess and probably, well, I don't know if it's difficult to cook. I think it's pretty easy to cook.
That is an odd. Oh, there is a window here. I'm never going to guess this. I have literally no idea what this is. Is it right for them?
Tilt it up. Keep that hand, your right hand, going up. There you go.
How does it sit on the shelf?
Like that.
It sits on the shelf like that. You know what that reminds me of? It reminds me of like an Easter candy box, right? Okay, so give me a food group. Is it meat, vegetable, nut, legume?
Pasta.
It's pasta. It's pasta. Oh my goodness gracious. What is it? Well, I don't know, but it's squishy, so I think it's probably dried tortellini.
Close.
Oh, potato gnocchi. Would you consider that pasta?
I don't know. There's semolina in there, isn't it? In the ingredients?
I don't know if I consider that pasta. Anyway, okay, gnocchi. Okay. I have never prepared gnocchi before, but I have made it before. So we'll see. Okay, I'm ready.
Let's see what else we have.
Gnocchi goes in boiling water, so that's going to be kind of interesting.
Ready?
Yeah. Okay. Ah, that's a fancy little jar of something. I'm going to say it's pesto because it's small. And I know Jeff likes pesto. Oh, I'm so good. I know my husband. Okay, so it is pasta. You end with fork. Yeah, I know how to make it. I just never consider it pasta for some reason. Okay.
Ready?
Yep.
This is an easy one.
Parmesan. Right?
Parmesan Reggiano.
Oh, good stuff. This looks like it's going to be a good meal. Yum, yum.
Easy one.
Spinach.
Yep.
Okay.
And now for the protein.
Oh, yeah. What in the world are you doing? You're going to ruin something with pork tenderloin?
Ruin?
You're going to ruin the meal with pork tenderloin? You and your pork. Okay. Gnocchi pesto. That sounds appetizing to you? Pork tenderloin with pesto.
I looked it up. People do
it. He looked it up. People do it. Okay. Well, people do it. Let's do it.
If you have a thawed protein you'd rather use.
No. I'll do what you want. It's one of the very few times. All right.
Nancy says it's a dumpling.
That's what I thought. I would consider it more of a dumpling. But anyway, I'll have to do some research on it. But anyway, it's potato gnocchi. And this was refrigerated or not? Probably not in a box like this. Dry on the shelf. Well, I better read the instructions because I've only made it myself. Boil 4 quarts of water in a large pot. Add approximately 1 tablespoon of salt. Remove gnocchi from pouch and add to boiling water. Boil for 3 to 4 minutes, stirring occasionally until all the gnocchi float to the top. Drain in a colander and serve with your favorite sauce. Okay. I'm trying to think of a twist on this, but anyway, let me at least get the pork going. So this is interesting. And I believe that we can do combi meals. And I believe that we could do this in under 30 minutes. What do you think? Okay. So I don't know. Some people are saying something about the foodie. Some people are saying something about the not what the machine you're using. So I'm a little confused. I think I'm missing things.
Well,
Hi, Eileen. All right, let me get some water in this pot. We'll get that in the bottom. I'm gonna put 4 cups in, I think. So this is gonna be interesting. This is a different way to use combi meals. Now, if I was using the foodie, I would probably use steam bake. But I don't want the gnocchi to be in there the entire time. I think that's going to be too much. But I am going to put 4 cups of water and put this in the little pan, in the little combi pot here. All right. That's just going to stay like that. Now, I'm going to put the tenderloin. We're going to trim up, season up, and I'm going to spray this with avocado oil. The reason I'm doing that is because I made roasted potatoes the other day, which are different than pork tenderloin, and they stuck. So I don't really want that to happen again. So let's trim this up. Okay, I'm only going to make 1 though, Jeff, okay?
I figured you'd separate.
So I take 1 out. Do you want to read some comments and stuff?
Sure.
And then we'll get this back in the fridge. Over there for right now.
Betty says hi. Betty Reese.
Hi, Betty. So for the pork tenderloin, I'm just going to trim it up a little bit. And for this, I'm actually going to trim this part off. I will put that back in the refrigerator, do something else with it. But I want it to be even, so it cooks even.
John asked if you could use steam for the gnocchi.
John, that's a good question. I really feel like they need to be in the boiling water. So I'm going to use combi meals, and then this knife is not sharp, and using a not sharp knife is terrible. But anyway, I think you figure if the water's hot during the cooking of the tenderloin, which is only going to take a few minutes, it's not going to take a lot of time at all to do that, to cook this tenderloin. I mean, like on grill, what does it take? Like 15 minutes tops? Yeah.
This is why I got that instead of a loin.
Yeah. It's going to be really quick. But the water will be hot. So when I take it out to rest, pork tenderloin, I am trying to figure out how to do the spinach though. But I'm going to work that out. Anyway, when I take the tenderloin out to rest, I should be able to throw the gnocchi in there, make sure they're steaming, and somehow get the spinach done on top. That's my goal.
Say hi to Robin.
Hi, Robin. I haven't even taken a sip, so let me say cheers.
And a lot of people are asking about your sprayer.
Oh, yeah. Okay. I haven't said anything about this. This was a birthday gift. And I haven't said anything about it because I wanted to make sure that I liked it. I love it. Now, I've only had it since June, so don't like take this to the bank or anything. I don't know how long it's going to last, if it's going to clog up or anything like that, but I love it. So it's a great sprayer, wonderful sprayer. And then it also pours. So this is like one of those things that I like when you could do 2 things. So it also pours, and I love that. Absolutely love that. So this is avocado oil. I haven't put my olive oil in it yet. But anyway, I love it. I don't know where Jeff got it. Jeff will have to tell you. I think he got it on TikTok or something.
Amazon. I saw it on TikTok,
Okay.
and then I searched for it on Amazon because I wasn't buying something.
What am I, you want? Oh, let me still salt and pepper it. Okay, so I'm going to use a half of a teaspoon of pepper and probably a whole teaspoon of salt on this.
Kelly says she's never heard of avocado oil.
Really?
We cook
Maybe
with
it's
it
not
a
a
lot.
thing in Canada.
Yeah, we cook with
It's
it a lot.
huge
It's
around
got
here.
a higher smoke point.
Yeah, and it's just very neutral, like very, very neutral. So like I used to use, I don't remember if it was canola or vegetable oil, but that went out of vogue. Everybody said that was gonna, I don't know, kill you or something. So I only use that sometimes when I'm doing baked goods.
So Kelly can see what I'm using.
Okay, let's keep it off the dirty cutting board. Okay, so so I just use it as a neutral oil, and I like it. It works fine. Doesn't impart any taste or anything like that.
Like olive oil can.
Yeah, olive oil, especially a good olive oil. A good olive oil should have a flavor. I mean, it really should. So it's not exactly neutral. Now, cheaper ones are pretty neutral, but expensive ones and good quality ones are not. Okay. Oh, I got to put the pesto on. How am I going to do the pesto? Okay, I'm not putting the pesto on this. I'm not. We're going to do it differently. All right. Dirty cutting board. Okay. 4 cups of water. Oh, I should salt the water. Oh my gosh. Got to salt the water. I had a comment the other day that was hysterical. Somebody says, it was my ditalini pasta salad, and somebody said something like, it looks good, I'm going to make it, but I am not using all that salt, because I had put like a half of a tablespoon or a tablespoon of salt in the pot of boiling water, which probably wasn't that big, but anyway. And you drain it. It's not even one of those ones where it absorbs all of it, right? You drain it, just like this one will get drained too. The gnocchi will come out of it. So I'm putting 3 good teaspoons, which is about a tablespoon, in there. And she said, I'm cutting that out. I'm thinking, oh dear Lord, I can hear the comment now. This was so bland, because that's the only seasoning in the entire dish is that salted pasta water. That's it. Crazy. Okay, we're gonna go on combi meals. That was pretty darn easy. Combi meals. Now I want a high temp. So I'm going to go at 425. We are close to the heating element up there, so I don't want to go all the way to 450, I don't think. And then we're going to hit start. It's going to take 5 minutes to start building some steam, and then it'll steam, but it'll also, and I don't know this for a fact yet, but I think based on the things that I've made in this and what I've been watching, and it's hard to watch down there because it's all kind of steamed up, is that both elements engage on combi meals, which is different from combi bake and combi steam. All right, so let's do 20 minutes. Okay, now I'll just get a different cutting board. Maybe should we clean that cutting board, or do you want me to get a different cutting board?
I'll clean it. I was just answering everybody's asking about this sprayer, and I would say go to Amazon and just search for 2-in-1 glass oil sprayer and dispenser.
Yeah, go through my Amazon store, and then I'll earn a little commission if you don't mind.
Yeah, so you go to that what?
Just
Salt
go
and
to
pepper page, right?
Yeah, go to the salt and pepper. So it's Amazon.com/shop/the salted pepper. And then once you're there, I don't have it in my shop, I don't think. So just search for it. But you went through my shop to get it, so I'll still get credit for it. Okay. I think Jeff's going to clean that up for me. So what I'm going to do is make a pesto cream sauce. And I haven't decided if I'm going to make it in the combi or not yet. So, but we've got time for me to figure that out. So this seems like a very relaxed meal, which is kind of fun.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I mean, there's not a whole lot to it. It's either going to work or it's not. I mean, so we'll see. All right, what next? Figure out, I got to do spinach in there, and then I have to make this sauce.
You want some fresh basil from outside?
Yeah, probably, but I don't need it right now.
Okay.
Trying to think how to do this cream sauce and how to do the spinach. Want to steam the spinach while the pork's resting, while the gnocchi is, while the gnocchi is boiling. And in order to steam it, I need something that's going to like sit above it and have holes in it. So I'm trying to think of what I have here. So let's start with a rack, maybe.
Right over there on the counter, the one that was sitting up here. See that round one?
I think that might be too high, but I don't know. It might work. See, that's the one thing I don't have for the combi is a lot of good accessories. But then I need something that's gonna actually fit on here but allow steam to go through. And I don't know what I have. Do I have a small like steamer basket? Oh, I do. I do indeed. I do indeed.
Right off TikTok, right?
This isn't on TikTok. Now that's small. I have a bigger one. Let me see if it fits. See if I can find the bigger one.
You okay?
This one much better. Worse. Okay.
So Debbie was asking, didn't you do a pesto encrusted pork before? I don't remember.
Gosh. I think that's gonna work for our spinach. Okay. Now let me think through. Debbie, wasn't it rolled though? I think it's
pesto and pork. Us doing that.
I think I did, but it's totally different than what I'm doing here. I would do pistachio crust with the pork. That would be good. I'm not fooling with that. It's in. We're working with what we got. Oh, George, you're so funny. George says, I love that cutting block, but I bet it doesn't come with a man to wash it in the UK. No, probably not. I don't know.
I'm pretty sure it doesn't hear you.
It doesn't hear either. This is rare. This is rare, guys. You get to see him cleaning up after me. It doesn't happen on a daily. So Barbara's saying I use different size pans when I use my combi and cook a whole bunch of different things at once. Yeah, that's kind of what I'm trying to do. But timing, I got to get the timing right. Spinach and the gnocchi will be time out about right. This will take a little bit longer. All right, let's see. What else? I guess there's nothing else. So do you want to tell the shark story or you want to, I don't know if we've missed any comments or anything. Hey, Tony.
I'll go ahead and read the shark story right off.
Okay. We're going to read.
Come over here so I'm not off
Okay.
camera. So it might
Cool.
be weird because it's kind of a long story.
Okay, go ahead.
I'm just going to read it word for word here. Because she wrote it really well. She's an author too. So she's very good writer.
Very good writer. She's so talented. It was really nice to meet them.
Okay. So this is from Kelly. We'll leave out the first sentence because it's got a cuss word in it. Well, holy. She says, I have caught a big barracuda about 5 feet in Belize. It was a good fight. I caught a stingray as well, and it was the best sport fishing experience of my life until today. It was quite rough. Went to get palmetto, which is a kind of fish. So I had my special little lure on. I wanted to catch breakfast, but it was too rough. All I really saw was some tiny fish and a whack of turtles. I casted toward the shore and had just reeled in to within 3 feet of myself and felt movement and looked down by my left knee to see the triangle head of a shark as it slipped by me.
By your knee?
I was so shocked I didn't finish reeling my lure out of the water. The dorsal fin passed right by my knees, and just as I saw the tail fin, it hit my lure and the fight was on. It was about a 3-foot shark. I only have 33-pound test line, so I knew I wasn't landing it, but I didn't want it to take my line. It ran and took about 50 yards of my new line, and I didn't want to lose it, so I started reeling and dragging it towards the shore. It then thought, "You want to play?" And it came zooming at me. I thought my rod would break. I hauled my rod up and it circled me. So something, my line, and it's going bat blank crazy. I couldn't walk, so I just kept reeling. We had a battle, and then he broke the line and took my favorite lure.
Oh.
And a Bahamian lady came over and told me what I should have done was let it run with the line and get myself to shore, then start reeling.
Smart lady.
The shark will come back at you like this one did, but once it sees the shore, it will take off and break the line, and if you keep tension on it. I didn't know, so I foolishly tried to save my line. I was so shaky.
I'd be saving my life.
I came back to shore, put on a new lure, and went back out, lest I'd be scared to go back out. I guess I'm the person who would fight with a robber to save my purse. Haha. So
now I might fight a robber.
I made myself go back in.
But not a shark.
Still a little shaky.
I would fight a robber.
She says, I will never forget seeing that triangle head glide by my knee and the shock of seeing the 2 fins glide by. It was so surreal until it took the line, and then it got real.
Wow.
Way to go, Kelly.
That's just
crazy.
She's
been catching fish left.
That's just crazy to me.
Right,
that's just crazy to me. Crazy to me. Yeah, I would fight a robber. I can see myself fighting a robber.
She was wrapped in her line. This is that line I didn't understand.
Oh.
I should have just read it what it said. So Kelly was wrapped in her line. That's why she got the shark coming at her.
Oh my goodness. That's crazy. Now I don't think I've ever made a pesto cream sauce. I don't think you could just put pesto and cream in there though. Oh, with Parmesan cheese? Why not? That would work, right?
What?
Pesto and cream?
Yeah.
And Parmesan cheese, right?
Yeah.
No need to open this one though. I've got some open.
Do you want some cream?
Yeah. Heavy cream. This is such an easy dinner. I don't even know what to do with myself. I mean, the pesto is going to do all the seasoning. So this is kind of very interesting. It's so easy, Jeff. What am I going to do? 7:30. I've talked.
Might be a world record.
I've talked so much.
Well, we can talk some more. Talk about our trip. Talk about our upcoming trip.
I think this will thicken fine. So we'll put about what happened?
Well, I closed it. Have it.
I'm like, I just watched him open this, and then it's all closed up again. All right, so I'm going to put about a cup of cream in there, in just a little saucepan. And then I'm going to put... Oh, Barbara says she would have been in heaven with the barracuda. Do you fish? I don't think it's for me. No, do I want one? Well, we'll start with one. You know, you can always add more, right? You can always add more. You can always add more, but you can't take away.
That is good smelling pesto.
Yeah, I'm not really a fisher person, so.
Next year, I'll go and catch a shark.
I'll be reading a book.
John says some garlic with the pesto. Let me look and see if there's garlic in it.
There's garlic there should be garlic in it. Yeah, there should be. Ooh, cut through that rind there. Okay. There we
Yeah,
go.
there is some garlic. It's near the bottom of the list.
Yeah. I didn't even turn the stove on. I'm like, doesn't seem like it's heating up. No. Wonder.
What do you want?
First we have to unlock it. I don't like this. I don't like the stove too much. And did you wash it today?
The stove?
Yeah.
No, I saw that it was all spotted, but I didn't think you were going to use it.
Well, but what's concerning me is that I cleaned it the other day and had it nice and polished. I haven't used it. And it's spotted like that again, like streaky. I don't know why.
It somehow that polish must evaporate or something.
Something. Oops. I don't even know what that looks like in there. This is so hands off. I really don't know what I'm doing. I feel so bizarre because usually I'm at least like moving a little bit.
Kate Chase said maybe some butter in the sauce as well.
Yeah, there's cream. I was wondering about butter. I don't think I'm going to need it though. I mean, heavy cream is pretty much unchurned butter, right? I think I'm going to need it.
Oh yeah, John mentioned the barramundi. That's on my list of food to try in Australia.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay, can we see in there? So we just started, so we're not ready. This is so like this is kind of a boring dinner.
So what do you expected to happen with the pork? Did it just
I'm hoping
not
it.
have a crust.
No, I mean it's not going to be. I mean it should be brown. I mean it should be golden brown. You know, like baked. I mean, you know, like
Yeah, just not seared. There won't be any seared.
yeah, there should be.
Oh really?
Combi meal. So basically, what's happening here is that the steam is down here. You can already see the window's already cleared up. So now all the heat from the top is directly on that pork. That's all dry heat. So, but the bottom heating element should be, if my theory is correct, should still be heating this water. So we have boiling water when I'm ready to throw in the gnocchi, which I think I'm going to throw in the gnocchi when I take the pork out to rest. Then I'm going to finish the sauce by putting the cheese in and thickening up and put my spinach in, which I guess I can get that ready.
George says, never mind the food. Kelly the shark killer and Louise the python hunter.
The python hunter. Oh my goodness. Oh, that's so funny.
Just make sure you say crikey.
George, you're hysterical, I'm telling you. You always make me laugh, and I love it.
Kat says, I'm late. What are we making? So we've got potato gnocchi, pork loin, and a pesto cream sauce. And some parsley. So it's basically, and some spinach. Where is the spinach?
I'm rinsing it right now to put in the.
So it's like a 5-ingredient simple dinner.
Oh my gosh, is it simple? It's so simple, I don't even know what to do. I mean, like literally, I literally do not know what to do with myself because it's so simple. The one downside though is I cannot see in there. And so I have to open it in a few minutes. Maybe when this reaches, first of all, audience check. Do you remember if I said it for 15 or 20 minutes? I don't remember.
I thought 20, but I can't remember. And John said, don't forget to have your thermometer ready.
I don't have a thermometer anymore. Oh, I do. Okay. I do have a thermometer anymore, but it's outside. Can you get it? It's the dot. It's by the wood fire. I'm just going to let that drain on the back counter. Okay. Kelly said 20 minutes. Very good. Very good. All right. 20 minutes. That's what I thought. So, well, let's look at it now. Why not? Let's look at it now. I've got water everywhere. Try not to get it on my cheese. Okay, here we go. Let's see. You know what else I don't have? Mitts. This is going to be fun without heating mitts. Oh, now we're good. It's not even close. I need to go get my mitts. I just bleached them.
One clean dot.
Okay, one clean dot. Perfect. And I just ordered a probe from ThermoWorks, so I'll get that in a little bit, a couple days or whatever, and that can go inside the combi. That's going to be a game changer. The probe is good up to 2,000 degrees. 2,000 degrees, and I'm pretty sure it's waterproof. Pretty sure they said it was waterproof.
Did you get the answer? People say in 20 minutes.
Yeah, I saw that. Yeah.
And somebody was asking about the eggs on the counter back
Oh yeah, let me bring those up.
there. They're not big.
Okay, so I just put another tablespoon of pesto in there because I can tell by the color. It's just too creamy, not pesto enough. So these,
You carry it over there?
yeah, because that'll be just my luck. I drop everything, and if I drop those, so there's 42 eggs in here, and you fill it with distilled water and lime, not lime like the fruit, but lime like there's canning lime, or there's lime that goes into concrete. Yes, it's that lime. And there's a concentration, which I don't remember. Anyway, so these are farm fresh eggs, unwashed, but clean. So if you have any experience with backyard chickens, sometimes the eggs come out, they are beautiful and clean. Sometimes they come out and they are poopy. So you don't use poopy eggs, right? You don't,
Or muddy.
or muddy. They could be poopy or muddy. Probably more muddy, honestly. But yeah, so you don't use those. You only use clean ones. I think there's, how many did we get in here? 72 or 42? 42? 42 eggs in here. So when the hens are laying a lot, obviously we can't use that many eggs. So I will do one or two of these containers, and then in the middle of, I don't want to burn this, in the middle of the winter when they're not laying anymore, you just use them like regular eggs. I'm not going to put my hands in there, but you just use them just like regular eggs. They're like preserved, but they're not cooked or anything. Like they're raw. I know people think it's gross. Can you move it? I don't want to break it. People think it's gross and everything, but I mean, I've made all kinds of things with it. So it's awesome. It's just like freshly scrambled egg, not scrambled, freshly. This is terrible. I'm in such a bad spot. One thing I don't like cooking, cooking. I told you I drop everything. Cooking on camera is the angle. It is such a hard angle for me. All right, so let's flip it over now. So we got some browning. It looks good. I can tell by feeling it, it's not done. Oh, and let's take a look at our water. Our water's pretty boiling. It looks pretty good. That is awful close. What I'm looking for, and if anybody uses the combi and knows what I can get, what I'm looking for in the combi, can you do a shot right at the combi, is something that will sit right on top of here that doesn't have to go into this top, like, what would you call that? Rail. The top rail, but would sit right there just to give me a little more clearance. I really need that. I've ordered a few things and nothing's working quite yet. So maybe Leanne, maybe you might know, because I know you have a lot of stuff that you use with the combi.
I'm not following.
I need to get down a little bit further away from the heating element.
Oh,
so if it sits on the pan directly, it's just a half an inch, but that half an inch can make a big difference.
Something that's like that pan you got in there,
but without
the arms go up and out, so it drops down.
Yes, or it doesn't, or it can just sit right on top of the pot itself.
Right.
For most things, yeah. George says that those eggs wouldn't be out of place in a sci-fi. They're perfectly fine. How long have they been in there? Well, anyway, you'll see the video when I crack them open.
About 2 months.
Yeah, I'm not going to crack one open right now just because I don't want to get limey.
It was sometime in June because we actually made a mental note to remember we were going to shoot the other video in 6 months.
In September, we're going to do another batch, and I'll show those, I think. And then I think we're going to do 6 months. So this is a video that we shoot over a long period of time and then release it because it takes so long. Okay.
Good question.
Hi, Arlene. Please teach us how to clean the lids of the Ninja. Well, don't have any secrets. That's the problem. I thought that Effordent, and that would laugh so hard. And if you're still watching, Debbie knows she tried it for me. I had some really good results with using Effordent and a little toothbrush. This is the Ninja Foodie, not this. This thing's easy as you know what to clean, but the Ninja Foodie is a little bit more challenging. And it worked for me really well, but then it seemed like I think I tried it again and it didn't work. And then Debbie tried it and it didn't work. Well, she said it got it clean, but it was a lot of work for her. So it was basically a lot of work. I'm going to turn that off right now. So I don't have any secrets. I just don't have any secrets. Mine doesn't get dirty though. And I don't know why. Okay. I really don't. Because it's not like I'm like a particular kind of cook or anything. I mean, but mine just doesn't get that dirty. So I don't worry about it. You can steam it, obviously, with the steam. It depends on what model you have, but all of them will steam. So you could steam it. Some people do steam crisp. Some people do steam bake, which is a longer steam time and kind of helps get that, anything loosened out from the lid. You could use a little small toothbrush that will get in there, like a little kid's toothbrush that can get underneath. But basically, if you do steam it and you don't have steam bake, make sure you run the broil function for 10 minutes at least. Because if you don't, you're going to have, it's just going to stay wet and it can mold. Okay. So anyway, I lost my train of thought because it's hard for me to answer questions when I'm cooking. It really is. We were cleaning the lid. Mine doesn't get dirty. It's weird. And I see other people's that are dirty. Mine is not like that. I don't know why. Best thing is to keep up with it too. Don't let it get too caked on. Oh, I know what I was going to say. And don't worry about the rest. It's going to be like discolored. It's going to be discolored. There's nothing you can do about that. It is going to be discolored. Even though this one's super easy to clean, I still have a little bit of discoloration. I'm not worried about it. When you put it on and you're cooking with it, there's no bacteria growing there. So don't worry about that.
Do you know if she was talking about the one lid or the two lid?
I don't know. She just said foodie.
Okay, because the two lid model,
She's talking about
definitely a technique to clean in that gasket and stuff.
the 2-lid model. But that's the pressure lid. You just put that. That's easy to clean.
Yeah, you just pull that
Nobody cares. Nobody's asking them. I don't think they're. Yeah, that's easy. The 2-lid where you take the pressure lid off, the pressure lid just goes in the sink and you just scrub it down. So that's real easy. On the 1 lid, why is this smelling funny? It smells like I'm burning it, but I know I'm not burning it. Now, where did my things go here? I know I'm not burning it.
It's a little smoky just from the oil, I think.
Oh, that could be. That could be. Yeah. Yeah, we're not done. I can tell by looking at it, we're not done. George wants to know if I could have cooked the spinach in with the cream. Yeah. I could have wilted the spinach in with the cream if I had a bigger pan. I have a little pan here. But yeah, I could have definitely done that. In fact, that sounds.
Then you probably would have needed more of the pesto cream.
George, you just gave me an idea. I don't know if we have pistachios. Do we have pistachios? George, you're brilliant. I'm going to do that because that's going to be better than just a pile of spinach on the plate. Because then you've got your spinach. I'm going to make it with the gnocchi and I'm going to do it in the combi. I'm going to show you how. Oh, and I didn't even need the pan, to be honest. I did not need the pan. So you just made me think of a different way to do this. Okay, so it's been 15 minutes. I should probably take a temperature now. I should probably take it. This counter is wet. That's why this is sliding all over the place, which makes it difficult because it slides when I go to open it. I can just slide it right off the counter. That is not normal, though. It doesn't normally do that. Okay, so we've got good looking. It's good. I don't think it's done quite yet, but
Pistachios, but I can't find anything.
because they're in the nut cabinet with the spice and nut cabinet.
There's a nut cabinet.
There's a nut cabinet. I try to be really organized. but I'm not. But I do have a spice and nut cabinet. All right, so let's see. Let's go in here and see what we got.
It looks like you got just enough to use in a recipe.
We're getting close though. We're at 131. So I want to bring it to about 140. So I got 8 degrees to go. So I think the 20 minutes is going to be okay.
You're a little on the stale side, but not bad.
Okay. All right. So now dinner's just taking a little bit of a turn. Now, one thing I will say, here, as I let all the heat out, right? But, I can't do that. Darn it. I wanted to see what the temperature of the water is, but since this isn't fully cooked, my thermometer died on me. I'm very upset about it. I've had it for how many years?
I'm sure you could email them and have them send you a new one.
I've had it for like 4 or 5 years.
But it's ThermoWorks.
It's a ThermoWorks,
They'll
and it
replace
died on me. I'm so upset about it. So I just ordered a new one. But yeah, I probably could have. I didn't even think to email them. I mean, 5 years thermometer. It's okay. Okay. You said they're a little stale?
No, but George is time stamping that comment.
They're a lot stale.
How much of a genius he is, so that he can show his wife.
Oh, good. Good.
He's a genius.
You're a genius. You are a genius.
And a comedian.
And a comedian. Absolutely a comedian. Okay. Let me toast these nuts up because they are stale. Gosh, I feel like this is so boring for everybody because I'm really not doing anything. It's so easy.
Probably why people are sticking around. They're enjoying it.
It's just so easy. All right. There's just maybe a tablespoon or 2 in that bag. That's all I'll use. All right, let me taste the pesto sauce. There's only pesto and cream in there right now. But you know what? I did think about this. Oh my. That's going to be good with Parmesan cheese. I did just think about if I wilt the spinach in the cream and I don't have a roux, which is a thickening thing. I don't know why I keep smelling burning. Do you smell burning?
Let me stand over here.
Like,
yeah.
It's got to be the oil or something. Anyway.
I think the oil might have splattered up onto the heating element. That's what it smells like.
Yeah, it does. So if I wilt the spinach in the cream and pesto, will it become too runny? Because spinach gives off a lot of liquid. And I bet it will. So we're going to do kind of a combination of things here. I'm going to do the gnocchi and the spinach in there as planned. But I'm going to put the spinach in and make it all one pasta or dumpling dish. Okay, whatever you want to call a gnocchi. See how they say it. Let's see if they say it's pasta. They just call it gnocchi. Which I don't even know if I'm saying it correctly. Anyway, I think this is going to be good dinner.
Kat says you're never boring. It just it doesn't matter what you're cooking. It's just fun hanging out.
George says there's no steam coming out. Yes, I know. I did check the water level. The water level's okay. Good point, though, George. You're brilliant, George. Because I may need to add some more. Should we just cook the whole thing?
Yeah, we're probably not gonna cook it again unless it's really darn good.
Okay.
Because I'm getting ready to go on days I'm gonna need lunches.
Oh my gosh, I've got so much food. I made pork chops in the combi the other day. Pork chops with sort of mashed potatoes. Rustic mashed potatoes. Where's my thing? Why do I lose everything?
What are you looking for?
Oh, this. Lord.
When in doubt, look on the counter behind you.
Yeah. Oh, look. that piece did get right on top there a little bit. All right, let's see what we got. Let's see what our temperature is. Oh, we're done. It's already 1:45. I overcooked it. So, that's okay though. Very little overcooked. I hope this doesn't offend anybody, but I'm not putting that on my counter. All right, now for the fun part. I think I will need more liquid in here. So thanks, George. You're brilliant, George. I'm going to put hot water in now. If it gets hot quickly. If it doesn't, I'm not going to waste your time. Okay. I'm thinking this through. Is this even going to fit? Okay. It's not, but that's okay. I think I've got plan B. You can tell by looking at it, it's not going to fit. All right, so I'm going to put another, I don't know, 2 cups or so water right in here. We got good steaming there. And I don't want the downward heat, so I'm going to put it strictly on.
Ooh.
Okay.
This could be tricky getting it. You might have to pull the whole thing out in order to.
I know.
If you get your glove wet, it's going to burn your hand.
No. Got an idea. In the sink over there. No. Right up there, there's a tray. Will you just grab that tray that's sitting right above the sink that's clean?
The little one?
Yeah.
This one?
Yeah. Have to call this Tasty Tuesday ode to George. That's right.
Combi hack.
Yeah. I still think this might be too. Do you think I can smush that in there?
Yes. Just be careful because, well.
There's not going to be
I
any,
don't think.
not going to have any top heat.
Okay, then you should be fine.
Because all I'm going to do is steam. If it was just a little lower. Oh. But this has holes in it. That's important for steaming. You know, spinach wilts like that, right? So how about this? Leave this here. Get this going. Do I want to I'm going to need 2 hands for this one. Now I'm trying to figure this out. This is what I do when I'm testing a recipe, trying to figure out like what is the best way to go. So I could steam it, or I could put it on pasta and then just take it out when it's done. Which one's going to get it boiling faster? I don't think it matters. I'm not sure I can lift this up. So I got it out, but I don't know. Oh, I did. Okay. Okay. Now will this, oh, look at that. Look at that, Jeff. Okay. So I'm going to switch functions. So I'm going to turn this off. I don't want any top heat really coming down. So I'm going to switch to, oh my gosh. Well, it's okay. It's all right. I burned the pistachios a little bit. They're nice and toasted. Okay. I'm going to steam. Okay. It's an interesting meal. I think I can make it more efficient somehow.
John said, what if you turn the rack upside down? Would those, I guess, would it hold it?
What rack upside down?
It would still be the same height, though.
Yeah, and I'm going to put the gnocchi in there once that water's boiling. So I didn't want anything. I have a lower rack that I could use, but if you have, you know, the gnocchi in there, or if I had pasta in there, you don't want the rack sitting and compressing down on the pasta because you want the water to be able to flow around it. So that probably wouldn't be the best thing. Now let's see if the,
Yeah, that should be fine.
well, oh, they're good. Oh, they're good. They're good.
Jen said to be careful with all the brilliant talk because George the dog in the other room is sitting there thinking he's brilliant.
Yeah, right. That's right. Well, if you ask Jeff, Jeff thinks he is.
He's pretty brilliant.
You think so? All right, Jeff. You're the one that loves the pesto, which I like it. But taste this and just tell me if you want me to put more pesto in there. Thank you, Cynthia.
Maybe a tad.
Yeah, I figured you would want that. So now I'm up to 3 tablespoons in 1 cup of cream, just for anyone who's keeping track of that. And now we have taken a meal that I thought was going to be 20 minutes and making it longer. I think I can do this more efficiently in the
Cynthia
future.
said Louise is naturally not boring.
Thank
Even
you.
watching her think is entertaining.
Oh, that's so kind. Thank you. That's so kind. This sauce looks so good, doesn't it?
It tastes good too.
Yeah. One thing yeah, it looks so good. Am I boiling? I'm not gonna know if I'm boiling without opening it up, which stinks. Oh,
Light on there, isn't there?
you know what? This isn't gonna work. I just tried this yesterday, so I don't know why. I should know it's not gonna work. Okay, it's not gonna work. I'm gonna tell you why. Because the combi was just used and it's hot, and it does not give this burst at the bottom of heat. So that's okay. It's all right though, because this will. We're gonna go to sear saute on high. Oh, I hate this part though. You have to leave this just a little bit ajar.
But then you're not really containing all that steam.
But that's okay. It'll be okay. I'm going to figure out a better way to make this meal because now I'm thinking it through. It's like, oh boy, this, I thought it was going to be easy. It's really not. But anyway, it's easy, but it's just kind of weird. But if the water's not boiling, I don't think these will cook right. So I have to wait. We just have to wait. We can't ruin dinner at this point.
Are they supposed to be submerged in the boiling water or steamed?
Gnocchi is boiled, submerged. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So you were trying to double dip and submerge those and steam the spinach.
Yes, with the steam coming off. But because I had already used the combi, it doesn't do that preheat part of the steam, right? It just goes straight into the countdown as you saw. So that's the problem. Okay, Barbara's saying, Louise, why don't you turn your combi sideways so you can see inside when it looks like we'll be able to see it too. I don't know. You mean like, I'm not sure.
We talked about putting it on a Lazy Susan.
Jeff sets it up, but then I can't open the door, Barbara. That's the problem. So yeah, it is easier, but I can do that. Can you people see it?
Yeah, you can still see it.
Okay. If I move sort of everything over a little bit so I can open the door, that's going to work. That'll work nicely. Thank you, Barbara. You're brilliant, Barbara. George, you got to run for your money. Okay. Can I do videos this way?
What? Like that?
Jeff's like, no, we're not doing them like that. He's so funny about camera placement.
Well, let me look at this camera.
He's so funny about it.
We can give it a shot.
It was, no, he's funny. It's okay. We're not going to have cold pork. But now my whole dinner's falling apart. Has this ever happened to you? It happens to me.
How did I?
Kelly says, why not boil water on the stove? Well, first of all, it's going to take longer. That's number one. It'll take longer. Number two, because I'm trying to utilize the combi to do like something that would be easy for somebody to do at home, because if this turns out nice, then I'll make a recipe for it. So I'm just, that's what I kind of cook on Tasty Tuesdays. I basically cook with either the Ninja Foodie or the Ninja Combi. I don't think I've sometimes maybe done a stove, but I don't think so.
For Tasty Tuesday, probably not.
Probably not. I mean, like I'll do some things on the stove, like I toasted the nuts and I've got the sauce on the stove.
We've done this setup where you've
Yeah.
done a side item on the stove, but not to make.
But oh, good. Oh, we're going to have a second benefit to this. I put this right over just a little bit. That's going to keep that tray warm and keep our pork warm. We got a warming tray up here now.
Aren't you sneaky?
Yeah. All right, we're almost boiling. Then I'll put the gnocchi in and hope for the best because I've never made.
So how are you going to get the gnocchi in with that darn tray in there? Yeah, pull the tray out.
Tray, it's just a rack, so I think I can dump it on the side.
It's still in there.
Yeah, I think I can dump them in. I hope I like these. I make my own.
Cover it with enough sauce and they'll be good.
Oh gosh, George says my sister's called Barbara, and I definitely don't want to know that she's better than me, even though she actually is. That's funny. What are the chances of that? All right. Let's get
Cynthia
this.
said she's feeling left out of the Brilliance Club. So will you please let her know she's brilliant?
Cynthia, you're brilliant. Okay, we're boiling enough. We're simmering. It'll be okay. I need to move this on. We've already been here an hour. So how am I going to do this? Jeff says, well,
You're gonna put it on top and then push it off.
yeah.
Everybody in the pool.
Yeah, that's right. Everybody in the pool. Go, go, go. Go, go, go. Go, go, go. Okay. Now that says it takes, I don't know how long. We don't know. We don't know. We don't know nothing.
We're in uncharted territory.
We are. It's going to take longer then. Why can't I go up on time? Am I on the right thing? Why can't I go up on time? What's going on? Oh, it counts up. Oh my gosh, I'm so silly. Okay, so this is how brilliant I am. So sear saute, you don't need to set a time. It just keeps counting up. You can go as long as you want. I forgot. Okay.
Kelly said our
not a
air fryer blows a fuse if you block the vents with a tray. Is that a risk with the food?
This is the Combi.
It's not really blocked. It's just
It's not blocked. Yeah, it's not blocked. And it's just catching the lip here. And no, I mean, I wouldn't put anything over top of it like a towel or anything. I wouldn't do that. I don't know that it would blow a fuse, but it wouldn't be good for the appliance, just like with the foodie. With the pressure valve, people have been known to put towels and diverters and different things, and that's not recommended. So leave the vents alone. But this isn't going to hurt it because there's plenty of places for stuff to come out. So we're good.
okay, here's a question from Leanne.
I thought about that, Leanne. That was the first thought. I thought about that, but I wasn't sure how to get the spinach in. So I was trying to do it with the spinach too. But now that this has been a little bit cumbersome, I would probably revisit that and then just do the spinach separately. It's one of the things with the Combi that I've been really struggling with because I've been doing recipes for it, and it's getting that third component in. Now, it's easy if it's a one pot type of thing. That's super easy. But when you have three separate components to a dish, a vegetable, starch, and a protein, I'm finding it a little challenging to have them cook correctly and not overcook and all be on different levels. Or at least it could be on the same level. Like if I had a different vegetable or something, like if it wasn't gnocchi, probably would have been different because I could have put potatoes next to the pork and I could have maybe done a vegetable down in the bottom. So there are ways to do it, but it depends on what's in the bottom pot. That kind of dictates how everything else goes. So, But yes, I think steam crisp is a good one. I don't think I would do steam bake because I don't think I want 20 minutes of steaming. So I think steam crisp would have been a good choice. And let's see. Mensa. All right. Yeah. Cynthia and George, they're in the brilliant category. So they're saying next up is Mensa. I really hope this starts to boil. What do they say about a watch pot?
It boils.
It never boils.
Oh, never boils.
Something about the rays that come out of your eyeballs.
Is that how it works? It goes out.
It does, and it cools the water down immediately.
Apparently, because I've tried it before.
Yeah, if you stare at it, it just doesn't work. Of course, you have to be an angel like me.
A brilliant angel.
All right. Oh my gosh, you guys are such a hoot. Shut the door, but don't latch. I know, Barbara. Barbara's like, don't leave the door open. You're letting the heat out. I know. Maybe I'm just prolonging this so I can keep you all with me a little bit longer. Ever thought of that? I thought this is going to be done so fast. No, I'm not really doing that. Like somebody said on a, what?
Burnt pistachios.
Their burnt pistachios are really good, aren't they?
They taste like, they remind me of a cereal from back in the day.
Yeah, there's something to them.
The wheat puffs. Remember the wheat puffs?
Yes.
That's what they taste like.
Yes, they're very good. Burnt pistachios, you heard it here. Somebody made a comment one time, this years ago, that they said on one of my videos that I dragged out the video just to get it to have an ad in the middle. And I'm thinking, I'm sure there are people that do that. I do not do that. I do not care. Like, I want the video to be over. I want it to be over.
Even think about that.
Never think about the time.
It's just a lesson.
Yeah, never think about the time. Not even 1 minute do I think about the time, except to try to cut stuff out to make it shorter. That's all. And sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. But yeah, never think about the time. It is what it is. All right. I want to see. So this is my freeze-dried lemon, and I've had it in my cocktail. I'm going to be very brave here.
See,
I'm not going to
pulpy.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's a good idea. Oh my.
What was it that we had the other day that was freeze-dried that was so sour?
This, but raw. But not hydrated. Oh man, if this was an orange. Here. That's good. We tried it this way. Isn't that delicious?
Or rehydrated just like lemon.
Yeah. So these are the freeze-dried ones. And they're just really like brittle because they're all dry. I can't even eat one.
I think there's.
If you try one,
sweet,
you can't.
They're sweeter they're sour, but they're definitely sweeter
I gotta get this back.
than a regular.
That could be the cocktail too, if you think about that.
Oh, it came out of that. That's right. It's a cherry juice.
I'm not happy right now. Ninja Combi. Anyway, I tried this. I'm throwing it away because I puckered for I don't even know how long. Like it was so sour, but this one's pretty good. I'm not going to eat the rind. I don't know why this keeps going like this, Jeff. It's not good though.
What's that?
It just keeps sliding everywhere.
There's got to be something underneath it.
Oh.
A lid.
And my counter's damp or something. Something isn't right here today. The pesto lid was underneath.
So Kat said, have you tried bananas yet? I actually brought like 4 bananas, 4 ripe bananas.
Okay. I got bananas. I have not tried them yet, but I did. Okay. You know how you have those bananas you're going to use for banana bread, and they're the blacker you can get them, the better, right? Preferably free of mold, but dark, 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 dark. Well, then I always throw them in the freezer, right? I think a lot of people do. And they stay in the freezer, and they stay in the freezer, and they stay in the freezer, and they stay in the freezer. So I've tried something out, and I don't know where they are. I'll try to find them to show them to you. This water's not boiling, and I'm very mad. Anyway, so what I did is I took those, and I just pureed them. So I pureed them, and I put them on the tray, freeze dried it, and then took it out. It took a long time to freeze dry. I think next time I would actually put a little bit of water in there just to decrease the viscosity to allow the water to freeze, which will sort of lighten everything up. And then the sublimation happens, which pulls all the moisture out and it leaves it a little bit fluffier. I've done that with other sauces like marinara sauce and stuff. And it works really well. So now the bigger question is, Jeff, oh, you know what? These might be done. Okay, the big thing is, it's not about how do you get them in. It's about how do you get one out to see if it's done.
There you go.
All right. I am not very happy right now. I'm going to be completely honest with you guys. To me, this is a total dinner fail, whether it tastes good or not. I do not know why this thing is not boiling.
Are they undercooked big time?
Yeah, they're terrible. First of all, I didn't make them, and they taste like sawdust to me.
That's why you have to have some sort of a sauce.
Or make them yourself.
Or make them yourself.
They're terrible.
Hey, fortunately, we still have pork and we still have spinach. So if the gnocchi doesn't come out any...
Well, the spinach isn't even cooking. Like, I'm mad at you. I am mad at you. I'm mad at you. You're making me look like a fool. This is not good. The foodie never made me look like a fool. You're making me look like a fool. Moving on. We're moving on.
Out of the brilliant club.
We're moving on. We're going to try something different. Nope. It's because it's hot. I'm very mad about this. So this means back-to-back functions, changing functions is a no-go on the Ninja Combi. And for that, you're being demoted. You're being demoted. You're minus 5 points now. This thing was rising up. Foodie's 100 points. This was getting close. It is now back down. I'm very upset with you. You're making me look like a fool, and I don't even know what to do about it.
John said breathe.
I don't even know how to.
Relax.
I mean, I do know how to fix it. I can just do it on the stove. But
so for everybody watching, this is what Louise.
This is live.
This is what Louise does all day long.
Yeah.
Without an audience.
Without an audience.
Usually in her pajamas.
In my pajamas, and I don't drink. Most
Test
of the time.
stuff, figure out what's wrong, come up with a solution.
Yeah. But I'm very upset. Of course, I'm sitting here, and this is what I would do too. Of course, I forget you guys are there live watching me. I'm doing nothing while I'm thinking. I'm very mad about this. It's because it's hot. So I'm thinking, how do we cool it down? And what I mean by cooling it down, I mean, get the temperature regulator down so that it will reinitiate.
So how do you trick it?
How do I trick it to work the way I want it to, not the way it wants to, the way I want it to? Okay. We're gonna
so one of the things that makes the coffee great, the fact that the regulating temperature is actually becoming a problem.
Yeah, well, the one thing that makes the combi great when you know what you're doing, which is the reason why I test these recipes, is because you could put it all in and it should all get done. You don't have to change it. You know, you don't have to go between these different functions. But because I'm just trying things out, I'm making it terrible. But it's okay. Some of my gnocchi fell way in the back.
And some of your spinach
And some of my
stuck to the
spinach
top.
is stuck to the top. See, this would be a total fail of a recipe if I was doing this for a real life. Okay, so we have ice water.
You could probably toss that spinach and it'll finish.
I'm not worried about this. Yeah, the spinach is fine. We're gonna forget the spinach. The spinach will be fine, I think. Spinach doesn't take long, but I'm gonna try this. This is more just for curiosity's sake. Whether or not I can get the inside cooled down and get these going now that they're sitting. They're not supposed to sit in the water like that. They're supposed to go into, I don't want it to go. They're supposed to go into boiling water. This is terrible. Disaster.
So how do you fix it if you do have a stove sitting right next to you? We can move it over and boil the gnocchi and get it.
Oh my gosh, why didn't I think of this? Okay, I'm going to see if this works, but meantime, we're going to fix dinner real quick. Why didn't I think of that? I'm going to use that one. Why didn't I think of this? This is what I do with mine. I don't just boil them. I don't know why I'm thinking like it's something, this is like different. I don't know. I make gnocchi. I know what I'm doing. Not really, but.
Do you need water? Or are you going to just use that water?
Butter.
Butter.
We need butter. And we're going to slot these out and we're going to toast them up. Then we're going to put the spinach in. Then we're going to put the cream sauce in.
Like fried.
Yeah. They're soft enough that if I get.
That's perfect. A lot of people.
Right. I know. I do. I don't know what the hell I'm thinking here.
All right, let me get you some butter.
Okay. Give me some butter.
Butter makes it better.
Butter makes it better. All right. And my pants are falling down, which I guess is a good thing because that means they're not too tight,
Is
right?
not a half a stick good?
Yeah, that looks good. Half a stick will be good. Looks good. That'll get some flavor on these bland things because they're horrible. I'll just tell you.
There's a pesto on there too.
Well, first we're going to get them nice and browned up. Okay, so Combi, you failed me. You're on
Marissa
restriction.
said she likes her gnocchi fried, so.
Yeah,
why-
I always do it. I make butternut squash gnocchi. So I've never made just a regular potato, but I mean butternut squash potato. What's the difference, right? All right, let's get that down so I don't burn my butter. We could burn it and call it brown butter, but
You ready for another George comment?
oh Lord, what now?
He was talking to Jim and he said, I voted for the foodie and this is what happens when brilliance is overruled.
Oh, you crack me up. I'm telling you. We should call it the George Show.
Oh, people are saying add garlic to the butter.
You're complicating me. No, we're not. I'm already complicated. No, we have garlic in the pesto. We'll be good. We're going to keep this simple, but I am going to salt it. Well, oh gosh, do I want to salt it? No, I'm not going to salt it. I've got salted water.
The pesto cream sauce is perfectly seasoned.
Yeah.
Like you're right. You do have salt on the gnocchi now because of
Yeah.
the salted water.
And then I'm going to see just for, S's and G's, I'm going to see if my little trick worked.
And Kelly, this is not the foodie.
And this is not normal.
This is the, Kelly said she's never seen the foodie before, but this is the combi. I'll bring the foodie up here and show that to you. It's kind of heavy.
The foodie would have never done this to me. The foodie would have worked. Anyway, it's all good. But Kelly, this is also not normal. I normally cook through. It's all fine. This started out every time though I say it's going to be easy. It never is, right, Jeff?
Right.
Every single time I say it's going to be easy. Like, oh, this is going to be so easy.
Yeah, what am I going to do?
What am I going to do the whole time? And then we eat at midnight because it was not easy. All
Or
right.
that one time where we went to a Mexican restaurant after tasting too.
I don't know if I said it was going to be easy that time. I'm not sure. All right. So what I did here, just for clarification, is this is the heating pad, and then there's the button that presses down. This is aluminum, right? Aluminum, right?
Yeah.
Anodized aluminum. Okay. So I put ice water in there and put it inside to try to cool it down, because what I'm going to see is if I put this in now, will it go directly to steam and crisp? That's all. We're just going to try it out. Nothing's
Do we
going
want to
in.
use a reacher and get those 4 gnocchi out of the
Nah,
bag?
not today. I'll leave them in there till next month. Yeah, I'll leave them in there till next month to see what they look like. Okay, so let's turn this off. Now, you know what I could have done? I could have tried to unplug it too. I wonder if that would have tricked it enough. Look, it worked. It worked. It worked. Now, it could have been time. It could have been my trick. Who knows? But we're good. We're good. But we're not using that right now. We're going to keep trying to get these nice. Oh, you know what though? Why not warm this up? Since it's been sitting here for 5 hours now. Why am I having trouble? Why can't I open this up? Jeff!
What?
You're not helping. Okay. All right.
I'm the video guy.
Okay. So we're just going to let that go. That's just going to get it. Anyway. So usually Kelly, who's watching me for the first time, usually Kelly, I'm much better. What did you say, Jeff?
Yeah, George says, famous words from Angel Louise, the Python hunter.
The Python hunter.
Jeff, this is easy. It'll only take me 30 minutes.
I'm still not getting any browning on this either. Life is not good for me right now, guys. Let's drink. Cheers.
Here. My last sip.
All right. Cheers. You think I'm going to have enough sauce? Well, we don't need it saucy,
It doesn't
right?
need to be saucy. It just needs to be pesto-y.
Yeah. And now, whoops, now I'll just add the cheese right into this. I turned the heat up to get a little browning on there. We're going to pull this off. It's going to be fine.
Cynthia said, cue the Louise screech. Did you hear it? Did you hear yourself screech?
No, did I?
Yeah.
What did I do?
I don't remember, but you were saying
Oh,
something.
this is perfectly wilted. What did I screech about?
I can't remember.
Am I getting any browning?
Oh, yeah, you are.
Okay. Okay. I wanted a little bit more though. Okay. Now this might actually be a good meal. Barbara, a yes and no. I don't usually have it slide. It's wet under there right now, I think. I don't usually have it slide like that, but I've been thinking about a couple of different things. Oh, we need a plate. I've been thinking about a couple different things to try to make like filming with it a little bit easier for me. And a non-slip mat is a good idea for that. But also it's mostly when I have something in there in the bottom that's got a lot of water in it, I really need to have something here to set that tray down on. So I've been thinking about a lot of different things to make life a little easier when I'm filming. When it's on the back counter, if it's straight, just looking at me, it's fine. There's no issues. All right, what do you think, Jeff? Do you think I should keep browning them a little bit more?
Yeah, for another minute or so.
Okay. Well, look, that's now it's going to take its sweet.
Good.
Yeah, now it's going to take its sweet time. So anyway, so now my 20-minute dinner has now turned into an hour and a half. I'm frustrated about it too. But anyway, it just happens. It happens. I have the pork with the side of pork. I know, right? No, I'm not giving up. That's one thing. I'm very determined. I'm very, very determined. So I am definitely going to make this work. And that's just steaming. So that's just going to steam a little bit of the pork a little bit. So that's just like if you were heating up leftovers. Okay, I don't think we want to go too much further.
We're starting to get a little burny.
Yeah. So now I'm going to dump in the spinach. And we're going to dump in the sauce. Oh my goodness. I'm going to turn the heat down.
Oh, it smells so good.
Oh my gosh, it looks good too. I'm going to switch burners. I'm just going to turn that off. I don't need it. I don't need the stove on now. Turn the whole stove off. And now we're going to just stir this together and grate my cheese in there. And then I'll just pull that out. Oh, look, we just started. That's good. Okay.
And George says, seriously though, this is so much fun. I can't tell you how many times I've had a kitchen disaster, so it's incredibly refreshing to watch a live when the same thing happens to someone else. Huge kudos.
Oh my gosh, I can't even greet something tonight. This is hysterical. Oh my gosh. All right, so this looks amazing. This looks so good.
Kelly says bot gnocchi are like bot pierogies. Never right.
Yeah, these
Not a you issue, it's just bot.
well, but they still should. I'm going to just say that here. I'm tired of them. Okay. All right, here we go. So it looks good. Whoops. It looks really good. I have no idea what it tastes like, but we're going to put some on a plate. Right like that. Very messy because we're not a restaurant. I'm not going for plating. I'm going for flavor. It doesn't matter what it looks like. Okay. Ooh, that is hot. Oh, now you want to work. Go figure. Now you want to work, right? All right. Now, I don't need to let that rest because it already rested. It wasn't in there long enough. We're all good. Turn you off. I'm still mad at you. You're definitely on my you-know-what list for a minute.
Yes, Kat, she did add cheese to the gnocchi.
I did, and I'm going to add some more on top. All right, so now we're going to, terrible knife, my fault. Let me get a real knife. Now I'm rushing. This is what happens when you rush. Choose the wrong knife, and then you can't cut anything, and it makes it look like it's tough. I don't think it's going to be tough.
It's only 8:30.
Oh, no, it's perfectly cooked. Oh, it's perfectly cooked. Oh, it's perfectly cooked. Oh, this is the part I love when it works out. Oh my goodness. After all that stressfulness. Dirty plate, because we like it like that. All right. It wasn't really a dirty plate. I just mean it's dirty now. All right, Mr. Long. Your dinner. And I do not lie about the gnocchi, okay?
Oh, I'll be honest, because
I didn't make them.
I've never had it with pesto on it before. It just
Okay.
sounded good.
All right. Here you go. We'll just set that right in there. Set this
I'm
down.
gonna start with one of these gnocchis that got a
You can set
nice
it down
little,
if you want. It's okay. I clean the bottom of the
nice
plates.
little fry mark.
Okay. I don't know if I have enough sauce. I have enough sauce.
I like that a lot.
You do.
I love it.
Here, use the dull knife to cut the pork. Because that's always fun.
Oh, I think that gnocchi is delicious.
Oh, it is?
I think so. I love it.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, I'll be the judge of that. Let's see.
Oh my God, the pork is so good. This is a hit.
Oh my. Oh, that worked. Oh my goodness. Oh, wow. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Thank you. Thank you, Ninja Combi.
This has to be a recipe. This is
Yeah, but no.
this is what how we got here was crazy, but this is one of the best.
You say that all the time.
No, it really is.
This is so good. Okay. I take everything back that I said about store-bought gnocchi. You absolutely can do store-bought gnocchi.
Mm-hmm.
They're fine. The issue was you need to fry them up.
Definitely fry them in butter.
You definitely have to fry them in butter. Otherwise, they taste just bland, okay? Ninja Combi, you are off restriction because you allowed all this to happen. Otherwise, I think I was just going to take them out and toss them.
Oh,
And I would have been very disappointed because I did not like the texture or the flavor.
Spinach is perfect.
The spinach turned out nice. I could tell. Oh, this is good.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not going to say it is easy. Obviously.
It can be easy once you know where you're going with it.
And I think I would use store-bought gnocchi for this.
A lot easier.
Yeah.
I'm trying to get gnocchi, spinach, and pork all in the same bite. There.
Okay. How's the pork?
Good.
Did I even season the pork? I forget. I just salt and pepper.
Salt and pepper. No, it's perfect.
That's pretty good too. Wow.
This is good.
Wow. This is good. Oh, shoot. Don't need any more. Hand me the pistachios.
Pistachios. What are they for?
Now, I don't think I can crush them with my fingers.
No. Where's that?
That's going to be too complicated.
Mortar and pestle it is.
Yeah, let me just crush them up a little bit. This would be the added touch. Make sure your pistachios are stale and then burn them. It's very important for this recipe. Okay, stale pistachios, like soft as soft can be, and then you burn them on the stove. I'm really joking. Just toast your pistachios.
And then you compound them.
And then you compound them. Okay, ready?
Yep. This is going to change everything.
Yeah.
You go first.
I go first?
I went
Okay.
first before.
Mm-hmm. It adds that texture that's missing. What do you think?
Yeah.
You don't seem blown away.
Oh, I'm blown away.
Oh, man.
Trust me, I'm blown away.
Mm-hmm.
This is so good.
This is so good. Wow. I'd give it 10 stars.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
You're only allowed 5. Can I have the other 5?
Mm-hmm.
Thank you.
This is so good. I put a little more cheese on it, but I like cheese.
Mhm.
All right.
The burnt pistachios round it all out.
They don't have to be burnt, really.
No.
Don't.
But that really pulled everything together so perfect.
It did because it added that crunch.
Yeah.
That texture element.
But the flavor too. Like,
He loves it. When Jeff will sit here and eat on camera, he loves it. When he takes one bite and walks over there, he liked it, but he didn't love it.
I love it.
I know you do. I can tell. I do too. Very good. Very good dish. I would say that this would feed 4 hungry people, 6 not so hungry people. Yeah, it's a winner. I think there would be a way to do it in the combi or the foodie, but you know what? Sometimes things are just easier on the stove. Sometimes. This one would probably be, I don't know. I have to think about it. Think how I can make it, set it and forget it and bring it out and then just put it together. I don't know. Because it would be hard to get that gnocchi done correctly because you have to drain the water. Once you have to drain the water in the combi, but maybe not. Maybe if I put just enough water. Anyway, this is what I'll think about all night long. How do I make this work and be a little bit easier for people? Because it is delicious and it would be very simple because it's store-bought pesto. It's everything store-bought, salt and pepper and Parmesan cheese and stale pistachios. That's what I added,
Yep.
right?
The Parmesan Reggiano, did you skip that?
No.
You used what I brought, or you had some?
I had some.
Oh, okay.
And I think the Parmigiano Reggiano is important in this. It's aged more. It's a little sharper.
Yeah.
I think it's important. But yeah, pork tenderloin. I'm trying to think what I did. Nothing. I didn't really make anything.
The cream, you added the cream to the pesto. So I was envisioning
Okay.
more of a pesto on
Okay.
the gnocchi and the pork, but the cream.
And it's a pretty dish too. It's very pretty. All right, guys, let's scroll down and so we can say goodbye to everybody and then we can clean up and I'd made a whole pulled ham. Wait a minute. I need to go get the banana chips. The banana puree, I mean. I'll be right back. The banana, remember I was talking, I think it was to Jen. Somebody about the freeze dryer said I would get the puree.
I'm going to eat some more of this while you're doing what you're doing. Kelly, to answer your question, yes, it will. It actually does air frying, so it'll crisp stuff up just like an air fryer. Oh, George, trust me, it is delicious. I think there was a point there where we thought this was going to be a total fail, but nope, it's perfect.
These I know aren't completely done, but
Oh, are these the freeze dried?
these will be our dessert.
Freeze dried.
These are in the freeze dryer right now. They're little ice cream sandwiches. I cannot find the puree that I wanted to talk about. Oh,
banana puree. What is it? Freeze dried banana puree?
yeah. So for anybody who's not interested in what I'm doing with the freeze dryer, let me just say goodnight. Thank you so, so much. It's always fun on Tasty Tuesday. I love you guys very much. And I will see you next Tuesday for Q&A if you join in. And then 2 weeks from now for Tasty Tuesday again. All right, so now for my freeze drying experiments. So I'm going to let these sit here, right? Now, ice cream sandwiches, it's warm in here too, right?
A little bit.
So ice cream sandwiches would melt, but they're freeze dried and they're not totally done yet. This is, and Jeff, you come here, you can taste it too. This I'm going to powder up,
What is this?
put it into powder form. This is peach barbecue sauce. So I'm telling you, it could be it's a nice.
I could snack on this on an airplane.
It's so good, right? This is my pineapple sweet and sour sauce.
The flavor's a little bit strong.
You get a kick at the end.
Yeah, it's got to be. Somebody said that the sublimation actually increases the flavor. This is pineapple what?
Pineapple sweet and sour sauce. I use this for crab rangoon. It's going to be a kick at the end too. Delicious. So these are, let's see, how many bananas were these? I think it was 2 cups. 2 cups of pureed, really dark bananas. Now does not look appetizing, I understand. My goal is to be able to use this in powder form for banana bread to put together a banana bread mix that you then just have to add probably oil and water, right? I don't know if it's going to work. I have no idea. I don't want that big. Okay.
Oh, should
Probably
I be
don't.
scared because you've never tasted this before?
Yeah, I have. Okay, ready?
Oh my!
It's super, super banana-y.
It's rich.
Rich.
You know what? Crumble that up and put it on vanilla ice
It would be
cream.
so good. Because it's that super concentrated banana flavor that you only get with really, really, really dark
Yeah,
bananas.
Crush it up and put it on any kind of ice cream, like on an ice cream sundae.
Yeah,
So you wouldn't
anything.
even have to do a banana split, upside down banana split.
yeah. Now, let's just say that I wanted some peach barbecue sauce. This is what slows me down so much when I'm taking pictures of food, when I'm trying to pair certain foods with sauces that I might already have recipes for, is I have to stop and make the sauce again, right? And it's a pain. So I'm thinking once I powder this up, I'll be able to take a little bit and however much, I mean, this, I'm just doing a sample here. Put a little bit of hot water in there. And I put just a little bit because you can always add more. And then just mix it up and it becomes just like the barbecue sauce you would make. That water wasn't even really very hot, but look.
So we took some, what sauce did we take? We took
We took marinara,
and the mango sauce
a mango sauce, and a little bit of this peach barbecue sauce.
and just put it in the check on luggage and
Yeah.
vacuum seal bags. No issues from TSA or anything.
Nope.
And it was so good.
And just like that, I've got peach barbecue sauce, which is really a peach sauce that would go good on anything. You want to try it, Jeff?
Yeah.
What are we putting it on? Pork?
Oh, my goodness gracious, that's good. Wow.
Better than Vegemite.
Isn't that good?
Something's off. Not in the sauce, but the way it's going with that pork.
You're off.
I'm off.
Mm-hmm.
I need some more pistachios, I think.
He's off. I think the pork's fine with it.
You think so?
Well, apparently it's not. We'll see. You don't like my pork with the... You don't like the... What? I'm confused.
I like the sauce, but I like the pork. I just don't like them together.
Interesting, because I would think this would be really good on pork.
It's weird to me.
Okay, hang tight. Okay, hang tight, because this is definitely going to be the thing. What about... Of course, it's going to be cold, and I know you're not a huge fan of cold food.
Oh, I thought you were bringing out beets. You're like, I know you're not a huge fan. I'm like,
No. Okay, ready?
Yeah.
This is the pulled ham. This is what it's supposed to go with. So if it doesn't work, you got to tell me now because I got to readjust my recipe.
No, it's perfect. The smokiness of that ham is incredible.
Isn't that good?
And the peach works perfect with it.
Okay.
For me, it just doesn't work with that.
Okay. Fair enough.
That's just me.
Fair enough. Okay. Maybe because it's just salt and pepper and there's no sweetness to the pork, maybe. Okay. Sounds good. All right. Apple and pork is delicious. I should make an apple barbecue sauce or an applesauce, or not applesauce, but you know what I mean. All right. Well,
you did make an applesauce. You made
apple butter bourbon barbecue sauce. That's right.
Which makes the best hamburger in the world. A thin slice of Vidalia onion. No cheese, right?
Oh.
What else? Oh, we got to try. What else was on that apple butter bourbon barbecue? Apple
butter bourbon barbecue sauce. Burger. What else? I don't remember.
It might have been sharp cheddar.
They're not
Thin
melting.
slice of bacon.
Bacon.
Thin slice of onion. Yeah, it was good.
Kat, I did not freeze dry the ham, but I will be freeze drying some of the ham. I've got freeze dried brisket, freeze dried pulled pork. So yeah, I'll be freeze drying a lot of stuff.
Let's try
Okay.
partially
All right. So
freeze-dried.
these are not done. They still have about 8 hours to go. But anyway.
Wow. The cookie part
Really crunchy.
has really dried out.
Mm-hmm. Now the ice cream's still soft because they're not done. That's good.
It is good. That's going to be great.
That's going to be so good.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm in love. I'm in love with this freeze dryer. And I'm setting up the room so that I can bring you guys in there with me. So much fun. Oh my gosh. Except everything takes forever. It's days and days and days. Depending on what you're making, you can make candy in a couple of hours. Like you can make Skittles and stuff, which I ate a whole bag. I ate that whole bag of Skittles.
The whole, I can't.
The whole thing.
I can eat one of them and I'm done.
Crazy. Freeze-dried strawberry lemonade ice cream. Oh my gosh, I bet that's going to be good. So,
That does.
how do you do it? Freeze-dried or how do I do life? I guess freeze-dried. So how do I do it? Right now I'm just winging it. It's so easy though. Like there's no right or wrong. It was so intimidating at first because I felt like I needed to know settings and things are like in mTORs and like shelf temperatures and pressure. It's kind of reverse pressure though. It's not like the foodie pressure. It's actually vacuum pressure. So pressure's pulled out instead of being trapped in like with the foodie. So it's like opposite. And there's all these things. And I thought, oh my gosh, it's so overwhelming. How am I going to learn this? Literally, you try to make the food so that you can follow the same shelf temperatures, and they're kind of the same. Like if you have something really liquidy like sauces, they're going to take a lot longer than something that's drier, right? So you don't put the dry with the liquid unless you do, and then all you do is take the dry out when it's done. You can't over freeze dry. So it's not like you left your food in there, if you left it in the oven, it's not going to burn up or anything. So you can't over freeze dry from what I understand. So you could, I guess, switch things up. But there's like different cycles that just use different amounts of pressure to pull out the liquid. So if you have something that's more delicate, that when it's hydrated, if you suck the pressure out, it will collapse, right? So if it's more delicate, you're going to go on a lower pressure or higher. Higher. It's backwards.
They don't compress when you suck the pressure out. That's why they puff up.
Oh, is it backwards? See?
It creates a vacuum, like a very, very low pressure.
But it's
measured in like units that I'm not even.
Yeah, it's sucking it out. It's sucking the water out, but leaving the structure intact.
It's also sucking the air out, which is why you
get there's no air.
Yeah, you get a vacuum.
Yeah. But the most important thing is with the food, when it's a delicate food and it's hydrated, it's sucking the moisture out without collapsing the actual food. And that has to do with the pressure settings. But
right, they work together.
I kind of find that the thing knows what it's doing. It doesn't need me. It's very easy.
Now, have you done Vidalia onions? Somebody asked about that.
Yes.
Apparently, they're really sweet and delicious. Vidalia, or just sweet onions, or what?
I think I did Vidalia or Vidalia.
Vidalia, I think it's
the Georgia sweet onion, because I can't say it. I can't say it right, and I get corrected all the time. Yes, I've done a bunch of them, but I've never tasted one. Like I was gonna put them in soups and stuff, but I did a whole bunch of different kinds, like sliced and diced and roughly chopped for like stews. Anyway, I'm having a ball. It is so much fun. So, all right. Who likes Vegemite? Actually, I tried it, Kelly. It's not too bad. The smell, though. Oh, Lord.
You got to spread it thin on your toast.
Yeah, it wasn't bad at all.
Although, if I'm talking about things I want to put on my toast, that's the last.
It's not coming to mind.
I'm going with cinnamon, sugar, and butter.
Cinnamon, sugar, strawberry jam, peanut butter, jelly, or something.
But I'm not turned off by Vegemite.
No, it was fine. I was shocked. It was fine. Very thinly spread. It was fine. It kind of reminds me of the umami of a fish sauce, but it doesn't taste fishy or anything, but it's kind of got that vibe going. What do you think? Yeah. Oh, you know what I'm going to do? I can't get bean sprouts around here at all. So I'm ordering some beans, mung beans from Amazon. Hopefully I get a decent batch of them. And I'm going to sprout them, and then I'm going to freeze dry them. I wonder what's going to happen. I don't know. But that's going to be so cool if I could freeze dry bean sprouts, because I could add them into stir fries probably with just minimal hydration and then just add them in. I hope that works. Anyway, I know I'm boring half the people. That's okay. All right. Remember when I told you I had a new floors installed? Well, it was because of my freeze dryer. Oh boy. The hose. Where'd we go? The hose was draining on the floor instead of in the bucket. Don't make that costly mistake. Oh,
have you not been putting the hose? Well, when you release the valve on the hose, it's got to be in the bucket.
I leave it in the bucket all the time. Why would
I do too? So
of course. I'm sorry that happened to you. I can see that being a mess. Yeah, no, I leave it in the bucket. And I found out that like some things will get a nice big bucket full of liquid draining out when it defrosts. So then I have to empty it. And then of course there's still going to be some coming out as it really, thaws and stuff. And you leave the door open after it defrosts so that no mold will grow and everything. So
here's something for you to try. Where was it? From Kat. Freeze-dried cilantro.
Oh, that's good.
We've got to do that.
We have to do that. I plan on doing a whole run of herbs because that's one thing that will be Oh, so wonderful. I can only use so much basil, and I mean, basil will stay good for a while, but it dehydrated, I mean, it's dried basil. So if I could get basil that actually like is a little bit fresher, I'll be so happy.
George, here we go. Scotland has deep fried Mars bars. Australia has Vegemite. The US has canned cheddar cheeses. The world is just weird.
Deep fried Mars bars.
That sounds pretty good.
What is a Mars bar?
You know, it's been so long since I've had a Mars bar.
I think they outlawed those in the US.
They might have.
I'm joking. I don't know.
Because
But
they have too much Vegemite in them.
that's right. All right. Yeah. Oh, well, the cheese sauce, the canned cheese sauce. I don't use canned or jarred or spray cheese. I don't use spray cheese either. But I make my own liquid cheese. I call it magic cheese because it really is magical. And I put some into the dehydrator. So, Kat, if you look up my pretzel cheese recipe, I should be telling you this because I really plan on winning the internet with this one. But anyway, I put them in little puffs, right? Like just a small amount. I made mine too big, and that's why I'm saying put them just a small amount, like a little tiny ball of this liquid cheese, like a little dot, right? About the size of a nickel. And then freeze dry them. They puff up and they taste like cheddar cheese puffs or Swiss cheese puffs or pepper jack cheese puffs because you can make them with any cheese you want. So good. Jeff didn't like them though. You thought they tasted, funnily enough, you thought they tasted like commercially. Remember?
No, I don't remember.
You like the thinner ones, the thinner cheese. Remember when I said I'm going to win the internet with this? That's a joke. Every time I have a really good idea, a really good recipe, I would say I'm gonna.
Puffy.
He doesn't like cheese puffs, but if you like
crunch.
cheese puffs, they were so good. He thought they tasted a little too like commercial, like there was an aftertaste. I disagree. So it's really good. But yeah, so I plan on winning the internet with that. Just so you know, when I put it out, I'm gonna win the internet for the day. That means I get lots of shares and lots of hubbub about it.
And you're brilliant.
But it never happens. I always say I'm going to win the internet, but it never happens. I thought I would win the internet with my magic cheese sauce, but it didn't happen.
Nope.
There was something else I was going to win the internet with, and it didn't happen either. But then I'll put something out like I don't think anybody in the world would even give two hoots about, like ham salad.
Yeah, or that. What was that? It was a Hawaiian something kind of.
Yeah, Hawaiian pasta salad or something.
Hawaiian pasta salad.
And my coleslaw dressing. Well, I didn't think people would like those two though. But like literally the ham spread, I thought nobody cares about ham spread. Like nobody's going to like this recipe. Oh, it blew up. Like it's so easy. It blew up. Okay, good. I didn't know I was going to win the internet that day with that one, but I did. All right, guys, I have talked enough. It has been 2 hours for my 20-minute meal. I love you guys very, very much. And party cheese. I like that, Juliet. I like that.
Kelly says you win the internet with.
Oh, she's buttering me up to go play with sharks.
She wants you to come back and play with sharks.
She wants me to play with sharks.
I'm gonna catch some fish because I didn't catch anything.
Gus is saying, "Mommy, can you say goodbye to those people?"
No, Gussie says.
Can you say goodbye to those people?
Gussie says I haven't been on camera all day.
Yeah. Say goodbye to those people. Excuse me. Anyway, thanks, guys. I will see you next Tuesday for Q&A. And 2 weeks from now, it'll be Tasty Tuesday again.
It will be.
Yeah.
And
good night.
wait, I wanted to.
Hi, Marianne.
If anybody wants to choose the ingredients for Tasty Tuesday, send me an email, jeff@thesaltedpepper.com.
Do you check that?
Uh-huh.
Okay.
I never get anything there. It checks.
That's why I was wondering if you checked it.
So if you want to.
Nobody loves Jeff. Flood his email.
Yeah.
Jeff@thesaltedpepper.com. Everybody, flood his email.
No spam, please.
Don't flood mine with crap. I get enough. Trust me. I have to go through pages just to get to real people. It's awful. I want to change my email address, but it's kind of hard to do. Louise@thesaltedpepper.com is kind of what I'm stuck with.
Or if you're friends with me on Facebook or WhatsApp or something like that, you can just reach out that way and let me know. And
Okay.
And-
But
and
we have to be able to get the ingredients because, we live
Right,
very
right.
rural.
and if somebody gives me ingredients and wants to join as a virtual sous chef, let me know and I'll send you a link and we can actually pop you up and you can talk with us. It'll be fun.
Yeah, that would
We've
be
done
fun.
that before.
We have.
And Gussie says hi.
And Gussie says hi. And he's like, I want some snacks.
And Gussie went on a little
I told him.
outage. Oh,
Yeah,
you
I did. I
Oh,
told him.
crazy dog.
All right, guys. Good night, good night, good night.
Good night, everybody.
Come on, get down. I love you, buddy. I love you. Yes, I do.